So this video has some text. It has various edits to improve it, and now we'll add some sound, some audio. This is something that is one of the kind of the harder things to do conceptually. To add audio, it's very easy, but conceptually, what I mean is, how loud is the volume? Does it interfere with what I'm saying? Does it distract from the visuals? Is it the right piece of sound? Because in Hollywood movies, what often makes a movie, besides the visuals, is the audio. Think about famous movie scenes and think about how the music is helping create the emotion. So here I sort of randomly got a random piece of music. I didn't quite check to see how well it fits with this project, but let me just play it for a moment. Let's see, where did I put it? Okay, so I've got this little piece of music here. I think it's a little too funky for my video, but that's okay. So let's say we're going to use this. You can do this. I put this sound in the network folder now. So what you should do is go back to the network folder. Inside of our social 2 folder, I put a new file there. Music. The song is called Stuff. So music.mp3. Copy that file from the network folder. Copy it over to your video project folder, and then we'll put it into Movie Maker in a moment. Go back to our social 2 folder in the network folder and copy the MP3, the sound, into the video folder.
I don't think I have the video folder on that desktop.
You needed it on the desktop, or any changes you're making will not save. Well, it doesn't have to be on the desktop of your flash drive. So if you have your project on the flash drive.
What is supposed to say? And here is the
Go ahead and open that folder. Yes, all of this stuff that we're doing here from all of those out here, so click on the save button. Say save somewhere. Save areas. Save project areas. That's been saved in my documents. We'll find your flash drive. Let's save it to the same folder. Okay, so this is a sound that I got for free from YouTube. When we get to YouTube, we will see that YouTube actually gives you a whole music library of a variety of kinds of music that works really well on your video, and it's royalty-free and such. Because just like when we talked on previous days of how you should use your own original photos. When we deal with video, you should use your own original music. You don't want to take that song off of your favorite CD and put it into your video. That's a copyright violation. You don't want to take, you don't want to go to your iTunes library and just copy that sound. That's a copyright violation. Yes, you bought the CD. Yes, you bought the sound file, but no, you didn't buy it to use it for the purpose of putting it into a video. You only bought it to listen to it. So YouTube gives us a whole library that we'll look at in part 2, where we can download those sounds, and I just got this one earlier today. So we're going to use this sound in our project. I've got the sound in my project folder. I see there's the MP4, the original video file. There's my WLMP file, my work in progress Movie Maker file, and then I've got my MP3. So in Movie Maker, go back to Movie Maker, and then on the Home tab, we have Add, a little group of Add. We have Music. If you click on the triangle, Add Music, we have ways to add music from this website, or this website, or this website. So we have Find New Music from these websites. I don't usually use those. I don't think they have very good variety. We will use YouTube later. You can explore these if you want. The Free Music Archive, Vimeo, etc. Well, add music from this computer. Add music or add music at the current point. So add music would be that it would add this sound file starting from the beginning of your video. Obviously then, add music at current point is wherever my playhead is, that's where it's going to add the music. Usually I want the music to start at the beginning of my video, or I may want to have a little bit of visuals first and then the music. It's up to you. This again is however you want your video, its aesthetics to appear. The sound. Let's just make it very simple, and let's say at the very beginning of the video, I'm going to say add music, add music. I want to add this music at the beginning, or to the beginning of the project. You need to find your folder where your video is at, and you should see that music stuff.mp3. Click open. You get a new track. This green track here now shows me the visual representation of the music. And then if I select that track, I have a Music Tools tab where I can change things about fading it in, fading it out, start time, end time, all of that.
Volume level?
Volume is in a is right here actually. There's another volume area which is a little better. But yes, there's volume right here to also change it. Yes.
So was that in my music?
No, you needed to get it from the network folder.
Oh, okay.
So let's see here.
Hello and welcome to the weekly web design.
Yep, it's way too loud. The music is overtaking my voice. We have a couple of ways to handle this. That, yes, under Music Tools, I can change the volume, but here's a better way. If you go over to Project tab, there's a little section of audio. And it says, okay, do you emphasize narration? Do you emphasize the video, the audio in the video? Do you emphasize the music track? Some other mixing here, or no emphasis. So right now, very confusingly, it's set to the worst one, which is narration. I have no narration technically. Technically, the voice that's there is part of the video. So having it under emphasize narration means that I can't hear myself. So if you change it over to emphasize video, it should automatically, to various degrees, decrease the volume of your audio in relation to your video. Let's see how that one plays.
Hello and welcome to the weekly web design.
It did lower it a bit, not enough. So I would turn on emphasize video, and I would also go into the music tool volume and also change this a bit.
I'm Victor Campos. This is the series where I give you a great web design tip in about a minute. This week we're talking about Twitter and the importance of social media. Remember, you want to claim your name on various social media platforms as soon.
So in my case there, after changing music volume down some amount over here, it doesn't give you a percentage or anything, I wish it did, but somewhere down here was low enough so that I hear it in the background enough. Now the problem also is we've got these sorts of speakers and then this open sort of space. It may not be the best representation of how it really sounds. This is the part where I would really have headphones on to really hear how does my voice sound versus how does the audio sound. But at this point,
as you can so that no one else takes that name. And Twitter
There's just enough of the sound in the background that there's something interesting happening there, and my voice is the focus. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you started off at a higher volume, you want it to drop.
That's the part where this is a little minimal in that you can do that, because what you have is you have a fade in, fade out. That's not what we're looking for. The closest is you can split your clips of audio. You can select the audio track and go to a spot and then, right-click split. And you can individually, on each of these clips, tweak the volume individually. Now that's not going to be as smooth as it minimizing down to what you want. So really, Movie Maker is not that great in doing that effect. Elements definitely lets you do that very powerfully. And iMovie to some degree as well. But for that advanced sort of feature, Movie Maker's a little lacking.
Hello and welcome to the weekly.
So it automatically faded it down a bit because I first set my project to emphasize video. So the audio is going to play at some level that I've set, and then it will dip down to my voice. And if I really want to fine-tune that, I do have to split the audio clips and change that. Yeah.
Can you layer another audio clip?
Sort of. You have to kind of fake it by doing narration, add a sound. If you have a different sound file, you can put add sound. It'll put it as a new narration track, but it will be another sound file. And again, with over at Elements, that one lets you put 50 different layers of sound if you want, and 50 different videos.
So one of the biggest benefits of the more powerful software is just the ability to have each element in a separate track,
Yeah.
and then you can manipulate.
Yes, the more powerful or professional or even a few levels up of amateur, yeah, they give you so much more control. Separation of your tracks, adding multiple tracks, being able to really fine-tune things. This is great for a lot of starting points, and I've made, when we started off, I've made videos for clients using this, and they came out really well. But then there were limitations, and the workarounds were annoying. So, okay, we upgraded to Premiere Elements. We got it for $79. Doesn't expire, no student limitation, just $79. They had a sale over at Fry's. So we bought it, and that's what I'm using, and it's much more powerful. And if you have the whole Adobe suite, well, you have Premiere Pro with even more features that I want to learn as well to do even more advanced things.
I have a question related more to the, maybe not related, but is there a way of flipping the video 180 degrees?
I believe so. Let's see over here again.
Upside down.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it somewhere. Yeah, right here, rotate. So let's say I've got this this clip. I'd rotate it right one time, and then another time, and there it is. You select the clip, and then you're in your Home tab, and then you're going to have Rotate.
Great web design tip in about a minute. This week, we're talking about Twitter and the importance of social media.
And then I have Undo. Okay, this particular sound file lasted a while. If I zoom out, it does, the original sound file lasts like 2 minutes, and my video only lasts 46 seconds. So at a certain point, my video ends, and then the music sort of ends abruptly as well. If I go right over here.
For the weekly social media moment.
So it might fade out too abruptly. That's where or I might stop abruptly. It doesn't even fade, it just stops. So what you could do is you select your audio track, and in your music tools you have fade out. You have a slow fade out, medium, or fast. I'm not exactly sure what the length of time is. I think fast happens like in 1 second, and slow happens like in 10 seconds, something like that. But you can play it and replay it to see the difference. But instead of the sound suddenly ending, I may want to have, a medium fade out. And now I've got my voice.
This is Victor for the weekly social media moment.
And you see the sound faded out instead of abrupt. Then the video ends. So obviously there's a lot more still that could be done and all of that, but I think as the tip of the iceberg before spring break, here's something fun for you to do. Maybe don't go to the beach today. Maybe instead play with video editing. There's a lot that you can do. Yeah.
Where's the location for the free music on YouTube?
When you log into YouTube, you click on the top right corner, it will say Creator Studio. And then there'll be a section there for a variety of tools, and one of them will say Audio Library.
What is that again in the top right corner?
That's when you go to YouTube, and this is where you can go find that free music. Now you have to be logged in. You have to have a YouTube account. It doesn't show this to you if you simply go to view YouTube. You have to have an account, and then you'll see Creator Studio.
And then what was the other thing you said?
And then I believe it's called Audio Library. The very last thing we'll do here